I don't know if this is gonna work. Parts though. Welcome back, Junks Automotive. We're gonna mess with wiring harnesses, some pedals, some steering wheels and columns and wiki-woos, and get back on this MGA 1958 961-ish. It's a buddy of mine's. We got to get it done. So I don't think we should reuse this. We'll get a look at it. All right. Thanks for scaring me again. I'm sure glad you're here though. Let's get busy. Guys are messing around. So I'll give you the skinny, kinda. I'd like to do something with this. This thing's kind of stiff, and then there's another one up there. We might get that out, I don't know. Steering wheel. Here's my plan. Could buy a new one, but I think what I'd rather do is, this is stainless steel right here. Repaint this, clean this up, and once I get this cover off, we'll see what, because there are cracks on the ends and all that. And I could, like my buddy Bill did on his MGA, he did all that, like I says, but then rewrapped it with a thicker, to kind of cover and hide everything. But once we get this off, we'll see how bad it is. Maybe we can attempt some kind of repair. I don't know. We'll see. Not that we'll have her done tonight, but at least get something going on. Pedals. Pedal assembly. This is the best one I've got. Seems a little, things move around a little bit, so we'll have to figure that out. No push rods. Here's some push rods. They're adjustable. These are froze up. Excuse me. That cheeseburger's fighting back. Get these off, get them soaking, see if we can make them adjust and cleaned up and all that. And then, of course, there's that. There's a voltage regulator. It might still work. Don't know. This harness, I think, maybe came out of that car. Don't know. I didn't take it out, which is the hard part. I have a new harness. How much of it is there that I'm going to need? I don't know. I mean, I think I need more harnesses. But I want to lay this through the car, kind of figure out where it goes, best I can tell, get it in the neighborhood, and see what I'm lacking. I got no clue. You MGA guys will tell me, oh no, there's the other part numbers, and there's the part number. I'm sure somebody knows way better than I do. It's going to be easy, because I got no clue. I don't know where any of this stuff goes. Oh, it does have a fuse panel. 2. So, and there's stuff like that I'm going to need. So I just need to get it. We're just going to work on some stuff. Start cleaning and finding our little parts and keep going as we can. We're going to turn that yellow. Is the plan, instead of, I know you guys are laughing at me last video. Okay, I think what I'll do, soak some of this stuff down, the pins here, and try to get them loose. So if I can soak them in something while we're doing all this, then we'll paint. I'll show you, I guess. I went ahead and got the other one from the hiding spot I have up there in the attic, and this one is in way nicer shape. It has a telescoping or adjustable length steering shaft, right? And so this one's in really pretty nice shape. A lot nicer shape than the other steering shaft, which is right there. And it's probably okay, and it's usable. This is supposed to be, it's spring steel, and it just covers up those splines for wherever you adjust it. So if I was driving it all the time, it'd be way in because I'm fat. Now, Ralph's a smaller guy, so it'll probably be out here, but I'll probably put it somewhere in the middle when I tighten it up, and we can go from there. But this just hides the splines. So it's a, you know, wishy, wishy, wishy. It's a little rusty. It's supposed to be chrome plated. But we'll soak her in some magic sauce and just see how it goes. Get all that cleaned up. The tube's in a little bit better shape. It's quite a bit cleaner. What I thought was cool, there's no bearing in here. The shaft goes through that tube. But there is. It's a leather bushing. So we'll grease that up, put that in there, and it'll be good. It felt really good and snug. Is there another one? Yeah, there's another one on this end. Problem is, the tube's bent. Right there. And we'll see if I can't straighten that out. But there's another bushing inside here that's leather. I can feel it. Does this one have one? This one has one. And it's not beat up. So we might have to use this tube after all. I really don't want to straighten that one out and have it drag. I don't know. Let me take all this apart, take a picture of it so I know which direction stuff kind of went, and get stuff soaking. Steering wheel. Probably going to be a no-go on this steering wheel, and here's why. It's pretty rough. Right? Like I said, we could cover it, but what I don't like is that. It's where that wire metal wheel part of it had rusted and it split, and this Bakelite kind of plastic handle is just I can see trying to bondo that up and fix it up, but that's going to be too much. We'll see what Ralph wants to do. They make some really cool looking steering wheels nowadays for these model or MG cars, so that might be the way to go if we don't find a nicer used one that's ready to go. So I'm not going to bother getting this nut off. I don't have the socket for it anyhow. I got another better shaped nut right here that was on this shaft, so we'll just leave that alone. And so here's these leather bushings. It's like it's leather is what it is. It's kind of cool. These are really in pretty good shape, I think. So we'll grease them up on the inside, stuff them back in the tube, and put it back together. Anyhow, here's the best tube, the one that was, I got it pretty straightened out. The one that was flattened out, it was just in nicer shape otherwise, and I didn't want to use the other one. But as I was cleaning this stuff, I wanted to show you guys, these are the clamps that clamp the tube to the brackets, top and bottom, to the dash and the floorboard. Here's the floorboard seal blank, right? And there's a rubber seal that we'll have to get for that. There's the other bracket. And what I do with the, there's another big bracket, but I don't know what I did with it. Oh, it's over there, so I can wire brush it. Anyway, squirrel, you can see what they did at the factory. That's black paint, and you see where there's not black paint. So they were in here, they just bolted the whole thing together and just painted it black. So, while I'm doing this kind of stuff, it takes so long to do, and a lot of you guys are saying, well, you could go have that sandblasted and powder coated and chrome plated or nickel, and you could. If you wanted to do that, it's your car, you do that, right? But I'd like to have this car together and running and Ralph driving it this century. And it takes a lot of time and it's a lot of money to have that stuff done. Now small parts, powder coating, you could get you an old oven, but this is the steering U-joint that goes down on the rack and pinion. It was pretty stiff, right? Now it's nice and, there's no play in it. I used a little bit of Marvel Mysteries oils and soaked down in there and got it worked in there. It's pretty good. So, I'm going to sand this with some, 320 or something. Everything else will get brake cleaned up. We'll use the rust converter spray, let that dry a little bit, paint all black. It's going to be better than this. It's kind of what I'm getting at. Or I could have just thrown it all together, wire brushed it, and pour 15 the whole thing black. But if you look underneath the dash, and you'll see that tube painted separately, everything else painted separately. I've got the bolts soaking. We'll see how this comes out. I'm just interested. Yeah, we could paint it silver probably, and then adjust the steering column length for Ralph's size. And if it's not moving in and out, it's not like you're going to scratch the paint. It's just going to be what it is. But I like to see all that chrome, how it it'll probably kill the rust, but there just won't be chrome left on it, and we'll have to paint it anyhow. All the hardware's in there soaking for the column and such. A bolt I'll need to find a replacement for because the threads are gone. Let me show you. That's a locking nut. That nut did not want to come off. Took threads with it. So we'll find a new bolt. Not real important. It is steering, but we can find one. Then here's the steering shaft itself. Like I was showing you before, there's your telescopic adjustment. Then you tighten this up like a bicycle sort of thing. So I'm probably gonna, we'll clean this up, oil the shaft down itself just to keep it from rusting because it'll be in the tube. You're never gonna see it. You're gonna see this. So I'm probably just gonna clean that up best we can. That way you'll see this little chrome piece, or hopefully new steering wheel, then the black, shiny black tube. It'll be pretty nice. One other thing. Letting these pins soak and put them on the stove, get them heated up, they're not coming loose. I'll end up probably having to cut them, but what I'm gonna do is soak this end in my bucket of Evapor Rust, let it soak for a week or so. I bet it comes apart. Okay, I'm gonna get this stuff ready to spray, 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 spritzy, spritzy. Got all my little parts sprayed down with it's good stuff just for little parts like that. I like to have a little sandblasting cabinet if I had some place to put one. I don't know. Anyway, that's going to turn yellow. So we'll let that dry, set up, get it painted, mess with this wiring harness, see what it's all about. Oh boy. What's that? I don't know. Yeah, getting a little bit of paint on some smaller parts. First coat. About third coat. That yellow doesn't cover worth of crap. But over here, figured out where this goes, that goes, and this one goes all the way over here. Now, so I need to look. One of these goes to the back, and there's like a couple other little small ones. This is for the dash, behind the dash, because I can tell these things. I think we're gonna need a couple more of those just to. Got some stuff figured out. All this right here is for the voltage regulator, the little fuse block that's supposed to be over here. Going over here is wiper motor and a dimmer switch that drops down inside the dash. Front harness, here's coil, distributor, battery feed, a big one right there. Then it drops down to the harness that goes towards the back, and of course I have I don't know, these barrels don't male, female, they're all outies, so we'll find out if I just need to attach those or if the harness was made funny. Totally possible. Either way, it goes on up, way up under here. Then we have left and right headlight, parking light stuff. There's a big ground and horns. There's a little dash harness that goes on the dash. There's some more of the dash harness right there. Over here. The rest of that harness goes, well, it's just sitting there. It's dangling. It's droopy. Goes this way, goes over that tube, then goes through the frame rail, outside the frame rail. Right rear tail light stuff. License plate light, and this all goes right here and then goes across. Stuff. Pretty sure that this goes out into the trunk floor and to the light. I don't know. Or it might just go right there. This little, I don't know. There's one here, don't know. Why this is here, I don't know. But that's all I wanted to do. I want to see how much of the harness we had. Seems like it's all there. It's just kind of weird that this is for our, no, yeah, fuel sending unit. One of these, I think the white one here is for the fuel pump, because the pump mounts right here. We are going to go with the single 12 volt. I extended this box. It was half rotten anyway. So we can put the battery on this side instead of having two 6 volters. And of course, we're going with negative ground instead of positive ground. It'll be fine. This whole thing's analog, so it doesn't matter. It all still works. Trust me. And then, like I says, here's this green and white, green and white. There's no connectors. This is so I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. Believe me, I don't mind to solder up some wires and do some heat shrink. That it could be what's supposed to happen here, but there's nothing else that needs plugged into that. But we'll figure it out. A little green MGA. There's our steering shaft. A little lock collar that locks down your telescoping steering. Got that all lubed up, freed up. A little chrome thing, man, that prettied up. There's a little glass cleaner and triple aught steel wool. It turned out great. So that'll be nice. It'll be a nice little touch. I got fingerprints in it, but whatever. The bushings, the leather bushings, just got them back in there. A little bit of grease, and this thing turns. It's nice, and it's got just a little bit of tension on it. And I can't do it with one hand. There we go. So I'm pretty happy with that. We got all the rest of our bracketry drying. Still got to put some paint on that. And when we go to put it in, we'll have all our stuff, and I'll put it in a bag. And so this car, it'll probably be more likely that the grill and the steering column go in last. And maybe my yellow fan. Just to keep it out of my way. But the fan will be yellow. All you guys that are laughing at me all this time, it's sunbeam yellow now. Yep. These things just take forever. Plan on it taking forever. Now I'm going to spend more time forever figuring out stuff. Well, just a short one for you this Sunday. We got a big day tomorrow. Special Christmas video coming up. I think we're going to have a special guest. So I've got to clean up a little bit. I gotta do a few things. Can't stay out here till 3 or 4 in the morning and then edit and upload a video till 5 or 6 in the morning, like usual. Not tonight. Can't do it. Anyhow, I think our harness is on a good start, right? We'll fix and figure out whatever from here on out as we start putting parts and pieces on it. You know, next going to be some dashboard work with some gauges, see what works, what doesn't. Keys switch, or Ralph said I forget what he said. We'll talk to him. We'll ask him again. But these kind of projects I'm telling you, it's not an easy thing. It's just not. From start to finish, to get it done, and not just say, put it on the internets and sell that thing. I'm not a quitter. I'm a fighter. Keep on going. So by the way, if you look down in the description, there's a link where you can buy some Junks Automotive stuff. Hats, coffee mugs. I mean, it's a mug. It's a man mug. It's like a cup and a half. It's big, right? I like it. I got one. I should bring it out here. Dang it. Maybe next time. Anyhow, there's stuff there you can look at if you're into that sort of thing. Go ahead and get you one coming. Takes a week or two because they're print to order, right? They're not just sitting in a warehouse. I don't want to put a bunch of money into stuff I won't sell, but at least this way, if I sell a few, it takes a couple weeks, you'll get it. And I really hope you like it. If you don't, let me know. Just let me know. So it's an outside company. I do the artwork, and you'll be able to tell when you see it. If you don't buy anything, it's cool. Just check it out. Let me know what you think, you know. And we'll start adding different things. And back in the all the bands I've been in, I've done a lot of artwork as far as t-shirts and all that. And the old Rock Band Junk Box, that tattoo I have is actually a cardboard stencil that I free-handed cut it out. Or beer box or something like that. Put it on a t-shirt and roll on t-shirt paint. I just don't have the time to do that kind of stuff and to ship it. Believe me, I can't put bills in the mail on time because I forget to put them in the mail. I'm bad about shipping things. So this is the best way to start out. We'll kind of see how it goes. But check it out. Let me know what you think. As soon as I have more physical stuff, I'll show you here, and you'll get a little personal modeling. Okay. Hey, we'll see you next time. Now look for this Christmas video. It's going to be the day before Christmas Eve, something like that. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be fun, and we'll have some really special guests coming. So, hey, cheers, guys. Remember, if this stuff was easy, everybody would do it. So stick with it. Keep doing. Let's go. All right? We'll see you guys next time. I'm tired already. Hey, not in my yard. You can tell. This junk box Mike guy at Junks Automotive he's really wore me out about helping him out with his 57 Chev. Of course, I got Frankers here. She's messing up her new haircut. Don't you have a squirrel to chase, Frankers?